Hello and welcome to School Bus Havoc. I'm Vernon, and today we're just going to get into the Havoc part. As I discussed in the first video, the artist desk, there's no way to fix this without completely tearing it apart. In order to put a whole new actuator in here, you'd have to rip out the whole part of the desk, and for me, it's just not, it's not what I really need. So the whole plan is to take it out and then put in a bench seat that comes in 30 inches out like that, and then have a desk to where it folds down like that and then back up out of storage. But I'm out of touch, I guess, with the reality, because the one I like, the Rec Pro, 30-inch long by 22 inches, $600, and so by the time you add tax and shipping, it's almost $700 to be able to get a bench seat in there. So while I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do in this space, I moved on to the electrical part. Now, when I bought this, the owner and I was going over it. They were, they weren't really familiar with the bus at all. So he told me that he knew that the first light went to the bathroom, and then the second switch went to above the bed. But he said this third switch, they could never figure out where this third switch went. So I took it off the wall, traced the wires down the wall, and then underneath the bed platform, and found it going to this switch right here, and then it goes to the water pump. Now here is the craziest thing. Even when we first purchased the bus, I turned that switch on probably 10-20 times and with nothing. And then just a few moments ago, when I came in and turned it on, see, now it's not working. It did turn the water pump on. So I'm glad it's not working now, because I just had to order a brand new water pump, and it was very expensive. And so I've got a new one coming, and so that's going to be replaced as soon as it gets here. And so now I'm moving on to what this is. This is a German made thermostat. I traced the wires out, and it goes to the heater that is located underneath the desk. I have no clue of how to operate it or anything like that. I'm gonna have to work on it, but I've been trying to trace out the plumbing. And so here we have the two inlets. This one is, the one on the left is to fill up the water tank, the holding tank, and then this one is so if you're at a campground, you attach it to that. So, but the problem is though, I don't know if you can see it, but they made it to where the water tank is completely inaccessible, and especially out here in Arizona, fittings, they're metal. They expand and they contract, expand and contract. And so I'm trying to trace out the plumbing, so in case I ever have a problem, I can just hopefully have the stuff on hand to repair it. But what they did is right here for the flow, for the air as you fill up, for the air to escape the tank as you're filling up, they decided to bring it down through the bottom of the vehicle and out onto the ground. So I guess when I fill it up and we're driving, we're going to be sloshing around. It's just going to, you know, pour out onto the ground. I wish they had brought it up higher. And second of all, if you look, should one of those fittings at the tank ever go bad, I'm going to have to first yank this out, the plywood, that's the base for the bed. Then I'm gonna have to yank these two batteries out and along with the inverter, and then unscrew the plywood right here just to get to the water tank. Also on the water tank they left no drain, so in case of an emergency, if I want to drain the tank, I'm just gonna have to drain it through the conventional methods, either through the shower, through the sink, because the shower I won't be able to, because I'm going to be hopefully making a recirculating shower. But that's where we're at right now. I'm not getting a whole lot done because I'm waiting on parts to come, and I'm still trying to figure out the systems. And like I said, the biggest part is taking the bus in and having the engine and transmission looked at first. That to me, and then I'll know what I have left out of what budget I put aside to deal with the rest of this. So I don't want to start getting crazy, like ripping out a desk and not have the money to do anything else. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with the engine. Of course I know I'm going to get charged something because you're going to have to put it on a diagnostic machine, and there's always something wrong with an engine. It's inevitable. So we're just going to keep pushing along, doing what I can do. I'm trying to take care of like small menial jobs, like get this wire that's just, they use tape, as you see right here. They just use tape to hold everything up, and instead of straps, you know, it's just loose hanging there. It looks terrible. So those little things I can do, you know, to clean it up, make it look better. But really, until we take it in and see how much it's going to cost for the engine and transmission, kind of at a standstill. I don't want to start spending a lot of money on things that I can't afford. So I'm going to move on to the fancy German heater over here and figure out how that works, and I'll get back with you. So until next video, you know what to do. Go create some havoc. See you then. Bye.